Today what we're going to talk about is reflections, and I wanted to talk about reflections because in Florida, at least where I live in Florida, last year at this time we had started preparing for Hurricane Irma. So it's really got me thinking about, what that experience was like and just reflecting on those moments. And it also has me thinking about times in our lives when a traumatic event or a pivotal moment has happened, how, when that anniversary date comes, we kind of go back in time and we reflect. And, what are we reflecting on? What have we learned from? And also just honoring any grief that we might have experienced, or just moving forward through these reflections. So I thought we'd have a little conversation about reflections today and just give you some insight on how to work through these reflections in ways that are healthy and honoring all emotions or all parts of that trauma or that pivotal moment for you. So reflections, I think, are really important. It's really important to take time to kind of sit back and think about, for example, a year ago today, what was happening as Hurricane Irma was moving to different parts of Florida, and just, what level of anxiety I might have been feeling, or how I was prepping for, or what I was talking to my friends or family about. I actually wrote a blog about Hurricane Irma, and I'll post the link in the description of this video. And it really talks about the metaphor of when change is happening and we see it coming, and what are our choices and how we deal with it and how to process, the change that's coming that you have no control over, and then what happens after it hits. So reflections are really looking back at, what you were going through, what you were experiencing, how you dealt with it, and really what you've learned. In the year since Irma, what we've learned about, or what I've learned about how to prep the house and who to talk to, and all those things, and I think I've mentioned those in the blog. But I also want to talk about pivotal moments. It's not always about a hurricane that's coming, but it could be about a loss, a death of a friend or family member, or an end of a relationship, or even a loss of a job, and when we reflect back, the year to date, when we reflect back, we really want to do it in a way that, again, is honoring all the emotions that you felt during the pivotal moment and what happened afterwards, and really how you have healed. What are the things that you've kind of put into place that have really helped you heal since that event, and what have you learned about yourself? And how have you taken one foot in front of the other to move forward from the pivotal moment in your life, and how has your life changed? And really, reflections could be, it's okay to bring up the sadness that you might have experienced, or to grieve the loss of how your life has actually changed. And then, what I would want you to do also is think about the positives. And sometimes in a traumatic event, it's really hard to think about anything positive. And what I mean by that is, from this experience, what have I learned about myself that maybe has made me stronger, or more aware of, how to process my feelings, or focus on what's in my control. All of those things are good, and I think sometimes also switching from, what happened to, what can I be grateful for today, is also another good transition or shift as we reflect on pivotal moments or traumatic events that have happened in our life. So with whatever you're going through today, or whatever your thoughts are, it's always important to take those moments to reflect. Reflect on those pivotal moments or those traumatic events. Experience any grief or loss that you have experienced since then. Look at how you've grown or things that have changed, and also what are some of the things that are grateful for. Remember, life is a journey, and life is a beautiful gift. And even in those moments of heartbreak or change, how do we embrace what's right in front of us with a lens of how we're learning and healing and moving forward and embracing the beautiful gift of life? I hope you have a great day, and please feel free to subscribe to this channel or comment below on your own reflections. Have a great day.